We've lost. The Empire's hunting Jedi survivors. Cal, they know who you are.
I can't change the past.
You trespass, Jedi.
But I'm done hiding.
Cal Kestis. We will always struggle. It's the choice to keep fighting that makes us who we are.
Hello everyone, I'm Scott Lowe, Senior Communications Manager here at Naughty Dog, and welcome to the final live stream of 2019, and we're going out with a bang. We are playing Jedi Fallen Order today, one of the biggest games of the year, one of the most acclaimed games of the year, on one of the biggest weeks of the year, which of course is the imminent launch of Star Wars Rise of Skywalker in theaters. So we thought, what better way to close out the year than with a Star War from our good friends at Respawn. So as always, please jump into the chat, share your feedback, and send us your questions. So we have a little module set up at the bottom of the page on our Twitch page where you can submit questions, upvote the questions of others, and we'll do our best over the next hour to answer them. Though, as always, please avoid questions about The Last of Us Part 2, because we are working hard on the game, and we can't speak too much about it quite yet. So please keep your questions relative to this stream. So with that all out of the way, let me introduce our guests of this week. We've got a pretty awesome lineup, three of my favorite people at the studio. We've got Crystal Mora, Caroline Laveroni, and Alex Neonaki.
Oh, you were so close.
I was so close, so close. Sensitive pronunciations around here. So let's talk about the Star Wars. So you all we're all like representative of like 3 or 4 different perspectives relative to Star Wars, but also experience level with this game and style of game. I'm about like maybe 2 hours in and real bad at it. I'm still learning the style of combat. Crystal, you just got into it as well, but you're a big Star Wars. So
big on the Star Wars.
So you'll be explaining the deep lore behind everything.
The deep lore for the game with the planets and people I don't know yet. Definitely.
And then Caroline, you platinumed it.
I platinumed it. It took me 2 weeks and it was too long.
Only 2 weeks? Wow, I thought that would
I should have done it faster. I was ashamed of myself.
Oh my God. Dishonored.
I know.
And then Alex, you are coming totally fresh. But you...
I don't know much about Star Wars. I'm really sorry, everyone watching.
That's why you have the controller.
Yeah, why do they let me do these things? But I do play Souls-likes, and I heard that this is a pretty decent Souls-like game.
Yeah. So in contrast to me, where I'm like, I know Star Wars, but I can't play Souls-style games, you are the opposite. You've got like the mastery down. So
I feel like I've absorbed some Star Wars through like osmosis, because like how could you not?
You can't help it.
I live on the internet, so like you see Star Wars stuff all the time.
Like, you know what a lightsaber is.
I know what a lightsaber is. I know about Cal. I know about Baby Yoda and like, you know, that stuff.
All the critical stuff.
Yeah,
You're
like,
good. You're covered.
I could like
That's about
summarize it, I bet, but I can't. I don't know much about. I'm really sorry.
That sounds like another stream.
where I summarize.
Or you explain Star Wars.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Adding that to the schedule for next year.
Perfect.
Well, we've got the first section loaded up, and I think, Alex, you're going to be kicking us off.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm going to start.
depending on how
way in
sensitive
there.
you are to spoilers, like this is literally the first 30 minutes of the game, so there's not much we could do to really get around spoilers in this sense. But we thought this would be a good section to start off on. Got through a little bit of the tutorials, and mainly just are at the hacking and the slashing.
Like butter.
That did feel pretty nice.
Yeah, like one-hit KOs are pretty satisfying.
Now, for context, we were just introduced to this character. This is Cal. He is a Jedi that was like hiding out in basically a scrapyard after the events of the final film where the Jedi are wiped out, or the final prequel film.
I just did it. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I just interrupted you. This is the problem. I was like, I get into games and I like.
Just pretend we're not here.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry, Scott.
Nice.
Just do your thing.
See, you got the rhythm down already.
Now, Caroline, since you are the expert, we're gonna count on you for all of the like high-level tips.
Yeah.
In case we get a little lost.
Please give them to me because I'm real bad.
Yeah.
Well, okay, like I was telling you guys this yesterday, I didn't learn like the evade mechanic until the end game
Okay.
when I had to do it for trophy cleanup, and I was like, wait, what's evade? Have I not been doing it right?
It's evade. You just run
You
full
just roll.
force, right?
I thought it was because I thought dodging was rolling, and I kept getting hit, and I kept getting frustrated.
A Jedi does not evade.
Yeah, no, a Jedi like does like ooh. It's like if Alex does it, it does. The animations are super good.
If I evade.
If you evade, press circle. I don't know if you can yet.
Yeah, it hasn't taught me to do
So
that
that's-
yet. I think it comes up in the section, right?
See,
I mean, the animations are super. That was
so
a cool
good.
finisher.
Yeah.
Hold it to block. Okay. Cool.
Now, how long did it take you to finish the game? Or I guess you said 2 weeks to platinum it.
Yeah,
But
2
it-
weeks. So I started it like I had it preloaded. I started it the night it came out, and I think I finished the story. What day did it come out? November 12th.
Yeah, I think it was like a Friday.
It was a Friday. Yeah. I think I finished it in like a week, and then I had to wait until the weekend to do more like trophy cleanup after.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
For me, it was a very incomplete library of games that are not
And
finished.
see, I don't play games unless I can platinum.
Wow.
I very serious about.
I would never
trophies.
get to play any games.
No, it's so. It feels so. Like I just finished Moss on VR, and the last trophy was like not fun to do, but I did it, and I was like, hell yeah! And then I felt good about myself.
I am not too proud to admit that my very first platinum was just recently, and it was Spider-Man.
Yeah,
That was such
that is a fun platinum.
Yeah, it was just like, I just had so much fun in that world that I just wanted to spend more time in it, even though I had finished the core story and most of the side missions. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep going.
Flex.
Are you gonna do CTNS too on Spider-Man?
I haven't gone back to play those yet. It's on my to-do list. The backlog is too great at this
big.
point.
It's big. Yeah.
I'm working through Pokemon right now, and then my next up I want to get to over the break is Luigi's Mansion, because it just looks wonderful.
It's amazing. I played it a little bit, and I can't like talk and play games. I can't do two things at the same time.
Do you want to hand off so you can talk?
Yeah. I want to talk about Luigi's Mansion. Enough of Cow Lightsaber. It's so charming. I can't do the controls though. I don't understand what's happening, and I try to like suck guys up with the vacuum cleaner or whatever. But it's the most charming looking game.
Well, and I really love that there's such a breadth of like art styles on the Switch right now, of particularly like the first party games, like Link's Awakening remake was like just super stylized and beautiful.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I plowed through that one.
Yeah.
That one was such a fun, again, super charming.
Whoa, no!
I love like
Need cover. Gotta
all
move
the
in between
styling of
bursts.
that game.
Yeah. I died at least 4 times when I first tried to get through the section.
This one?
Yeah, well so I guess my biggest issue is I struggle with like kind of like precise timing, which I think permeates, is a big part of this game. But what I've started doing is the kind of story mode, which is great. It allows you to kind of experience the story and the combat in the same way without feeling like it's too
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. It's the same reasons. My backlog of games is so huge. I want to get through and experience the story.
Yeah.
So it's like that's what I do, mainly for time's sake.
Well, and this game really nails like the tone and world of Star Wars. Like,
Set pieces,
Yeah, these
baby.
set pieces
Oh,
are
so
crazy.
good.
The time stuff is for me the biggest thing. Like, I mean, I come home from work and it's like I don't really have time to play some games. Like, and speaking of platinums, I've only platinumed one game. It was this year. It was Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Nice.
I've never platinumed.
That's
I've
a
had
big
to.
one.
Greek. She's Greek.
I played it on PC, so I didn't get a platinum, but I did finish everything. So that was, I think, my one. Also, like, doesn't count. Got that platinum technically.
Yeah.
I feel too like I get really into like 1 or 2 games. Like so many games come out, and I feel really bad that I don't play all of them. But like, I get really, really, really invested in the game. I mean, I played World of Warcraft for like 15 years. I get deep into games.
I'm still playing The Sims, so.
Oh, The Sims is excellent.
It's so good.
It's an excellent game.
Which also just added a Baby Yoda.
Yeah, I do. I know.
Wait, did they really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
it's
a PA.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
There's a little statue, and like there's the ability to size things up, so you can make like a giant Baby Yoda like shrine
my
in your
God.
Sims backyard.
Does Baby Yoda have a name?
No,
But, well, I'm a couple
child.
episodes
The
behind, so I'm
child.
not sure.
What, the child?
the child, who's like in
No
canon,
official name.
No
That's
official name.
The description.
Well, Yoda is another character name. It's not its species.
Yeah.
Or its species.
Yeah, okay, Caroline. What is a Yoda? Like, what is it?
They haven't shown or told what Yoda's species is.
Which is shocking to me because of all of the like extensive lore that's like emerged from the Star Wars franchise over the last like 40 years. They've covered off on just backstory on so many things, but that they didn't cover up on Yoda was shocking.
So are we going to find out in that I mean, are you going to find out in the show, Mandalorian?
You can join us out.
You'll find once the internet knows, you will know.
Yeah.
The internet's going to tell me. I don't
Yeah.
need to watch it. The internet has already told me everything I need to know
Baby
about that show.
Exists.
I watched
Yes.
I watched the first half of the first episode, I think.
Yeah, it's very cool. I still need to catch up.
Oh, ass.
So the cool thing.
Rude. You said the swear.
I'm sorry.
Actually,
I did.
I said the swear.
I'm sorry.
You gotta ease into it. The blocking mechanism is pretty cool.
It's very satisfying.
Particularly when you deflect the shots back at them.
Yep.
That does feel awesome
Yeah.
when you can
Train
do
stuff?
it. And like his finisher moves are super cool where he like flips over them. and
Yeah.
That's always what feels really like the same with Bloodborne or any of the Souls-like games. Like when you do get the move sets and like figure out the animations, it all like flows together really nice and it feels really satisfying. But it just takes a really long time to learn the animations, I guess.
Yeah.
This can't be good.
One of the first things I did when I was playing and got the saber was just watch how it, like the reaction of it against the environment, just like hitting rocks and walls. Like,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. I like
The
how these
effects
weird
on it.
slide mechanics. It makes it feel like a Disneyland ride or something.
Yeah.
Big jump, big
This
jump.
entire sequence is so cool.
It's a cool set piece.
Yeah.
Well, the music, like I think that was the
Yeah.
first thing I noticed because like some Star Wars games like they're like really come close but never quite the full feeling of the movies. But this one,
Oh, yeah.
it's like it feels like you're playing a Star Wars movie. Which
Is this like a unique soundtrack that's not in the movies? This is like a
Yeah, I think it's
own
specific to the
soundtrack?
game. Yeah.
Composed,
It's very, I mean, limited knowledge.
Yeah.
But it sounds very Star Wars. So kudos to the person or people who did the music.
Yeah. Okay, so if anybody is spoilery
Oh, you know what?
sensitive,
We didn't turn subtitles on.
oh yeah, that's probably a good call. Yeah, so this one, this sequence, if you're concerned about spoilers, might constitute.
I like their UI font.
I recognize that stance. Perhaps you had some training after all. Who was your master? Padawan? Someone I killed, perhaps? What Jedi gave their life?
That helmet is
so that
super
you-
cool.
It's so good.
Her saber design too, I really like.
Oh, with
Just got the dual,
the
yeah.
circle around it, yeah.
So is this the first boss fight?
Yeah.
Is it like Bloodborne and stuff where you get like points from killing things and you have to use those to upgrade?
Yes.
Yes.
There's a skill tree. Oh shit!
What?
I mean, shoot.
That is like the third.
Voodoo.
No,
swear.
I'm sorry.
That
I'm
is the
sorry.
third swear of the
I
stream.
know. I know.
and it shockingly wasn't me.
So this is, spoilers for people, this is like you have to die, you have to lose this fight.
That's just like Bloodborne.
That made me feel so much better once I figured that out. Let's go. Thank God.
The lighting is
Ooh,
So
wait,
pretty.
yeah.
Look at that.
I'm kind of upset I started this right before going on vacation for the holidays.
Yeah, how long is it? How long is the game?
I don't know if you just did core story, but I've heard it's somewhere between like 20, 30 hours.
Really?
Or maybe I'm mistaken.
No, that sounds right. For everything though.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe if you just do the core story, it might be a little shorter.
I want to play the game as this cool bad lady.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man.
That, yeah.
So satisfying.
And the grumpy captain is my favorite.
Oh, my goodness.
Great. Looks like he's got like a space tracksuit.
Yeah. He's also got like Victorian era like mutton chops, which I'm a big fan of.
The art book for this that just came out, I got, and oh God, who did they described Grease as like half. I don't remember. I'm sorry I started this anecdote. But it was like it was very telling on how they thought of his character. He's like grumpy but also heart of gold.
Yeah, he's kind of a softie at heart.
Is he a creature that's in the other, like in the movies and everything, or is this like a completely made up thing?
You know what? I don't know what his species is.
And this is my captain.
That kind of interests me too, because like in the universe, they seem to just like make up things that are like, I mean, yeah, when I see it, I'm like, sure, yeah, a Star Wars thing. So like,
yeah,
it all seems to have like this
well, that's
aesthetic.
Part of the coolest part of it. They could just kind of create endlessly because they could just justify it as like, oh, this is another from another galaxy, another planet kind of thing, or like a whole new species, or.
And like, are the planets aren't in the movies, right? These are like new for.
Well, Baraka and Bogano are new, but Dathomir, Ilum.
I know they mentioned Nar Shaddaa.
Yeah, those are all from
These are
words.
You can say whatever we want.
You could literally say.
If you say
anything, and I'd be like,
Kashyyyk, yeah, Kashyyyk, right?
Wait, you go to Kashyyyk?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm sorry.
I hang out with Wookiees.
Yeah.
So I guess.
Chewbacca's fun.
Like what?
Yes, Chewie. So while the cutscenes are going, if y'all want to talk a little bit more about what you do here at the studio, we have a couple questions that came in specific to your roles. But yeah, Crystal, if you want to kick us off.
So I'm a recruiting generalist here at Naughty Dog, and I specialize in most of the art positions, animation, as well as audio. Yeah, so I get to look at art. and yeah, work with the teams here to kind of fill that with our recruiting team. We have another recruiting generalist, Andy Sunwoo, who specializes more in the programming, engineering, design, and a lot of the technical stuff. So we kind of split that up. So I have an art background myself, so that's why I kind of like leaned into that direction.
So you help like find candidates, but also kind of like coach them as part of as they get into like the interview process, that sort of thing.
Yeah, basically, and we've been doing a lot more too with university outreach, especially in the past year, and we're going to be doing more next year, which I really enjoy, meeting with young artists in particular who are looking for advice on how to get into the games industry or Naughty Dog specifically, and kind of like passing that knowledge on.
Yeah, yeah,
really enjoy.
You and the rest of the team have been like hitting the road a lot lately, talking about what it takes to not only enter our studio, like get into our studio, but like the industry as a whole, which I think has been awesome. Like, and the events that you've held, like, yeah, some of the colleges you've visited or the team has visited over the last year have been pretty local, but they've been bigger colleges, which is cool.
Yeah, next year we're going to start kind of spreading out a little bit more as time allows it. So it's been tough because, we've had to staff up internally here for The Last of Us Part 2. And now we've got some time where we're having some more opportunities to kind of like get out there and go talk to people more and meet people and recruit.
Yeah, and you and I were just talking the other day, there's still some open positions you're filling for The Last of Us Part 2, and the updates are coming, I think, in the new year in terms of the remaining open positions. So if anybody's watching and looking for like a gig at Naughty Dog.
Thanks, Scott. Thanks for doing my job for me. Yeah, we're in the process of kind of before taking off like for the holidays, you know, doing a bit of housekeeping and that. So we're going to be reposting everything this Friday right before we leave. So that'll give candidates some time who are, you know, if they're looking for the rest of December to apply. And then when we get back, we'll start sorting through them.
Awesome. And Caroline, what do you do here?
I am the localization coordinator, and I handle and edit all the dialogue and text in the game. And I make sure the subtitles are pretty, and I make sure that they all get sent to be translated into all of our languages.
Yeah, and there's a lot of talking. So,
oh my gosh.
So you had quite the task.
There's a lot, yeah. It's fun. It's a lot of fun, though. I like editing. I like moving periods and exclamation points and arguing with the writers over whether it should be a comma or a period or not.
Oh, I didn't know you went that deep. That sounds like a fun part of the job.
It's a fun part of the job. And then
punctuation.
Yeah, punctuation. We gotta make sure everything looks pretty.
Exactly.
I mean, subtitles are super important. Like something like 50% of players use them. Mm-hmm. So, and then talking with the territories in London and Tokyo that we work with, and like having them make sure that they translate the game properly so that people get the same experience.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of nuance that goes in that.
Dude, so like if a character is saying something and gets interrupted, like it doesn't matter to us because it's like you say what about like dash and then it's over, but the territories are like, well, what were they gonna say? And I'm like, oh, I have no idea. So we talk to the writers, and the writer's like, oh, I have no idea.
They got cut off.
They got cut off. Yeah. But you know, it would change the translation based on like what like the next word was going to be.
That's so funny.
So I have to handle all of those. Wow.
Right. Yeah, I had never considered that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like not a lot of people. First of all, like they don't think about localization, and if they do, they think it's like, oh yeah, you're just translating it. But it's like it's
not that easy.
It's not that easy at all. There's a lot going on.
We had so many issues with that. With so everyone always like the joke in UI was like, oh, this is just going to be a huge long word in German. And it's like, well, it's not necessarily if you provide context. Yep. If you just said the word like, I don't know, stop, or nah, that's a bad example. Like blue is a pretty good example. Like there can be like multiple translations of that one word in a different language. And if you just like put that word, like that's the word for the UI, if you just put it out there, it's like, they don't know what you mean, so they could come back with a full sentence, and that's usually why the string gets really long.
Yep.
Well, not to mention, like, there's so much, like, kind of, like I say, like, nuance to, like, the dialogue in, like, our games, too. It's like, you know, like, sentences having completely different intent and meaning. Like, you know, if you translate literally, it could be something wildly different. Like, that's, you
so we have to handle that, and then we have to answer questions, and then we have to check bugs. So, like, luckily, I'm really good at the game because I'm coming from QA. So I used to play the game like 1,000 times over, and now I still get to play the game, but just in other languages.
Awesome.
It's cool.
And Alex?
I do character concept now, although I used to do UI previously. And I also did a lot of stuff on Last of Us, not Last of Us 1. Uncharted with accessibility. So that's early. Sorry.
They're bright and early hour of 11:24.
Listen. For games, that's early.
Yeah, that's true.
It's early. My brain doesn't turn on until like maybe 2:30.
Yeah.
But yeah, I currently do character concept, so art stuff.
Art stuff, broad strokes. And you just had a pretty amazing week. Some of your art stuff is in space.
Yes. What? My art went to space.
Interstellar, intergalactic artist.
My news this week. Yeah, like a Canadian astronaut brought a book I illustrated into space. So it was like on the space station. I'm the Star Wars now. Space. Take that, Luke.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I was really excited. My dad like cried about it. It was really nice. Always
like
nice to
not-
make your dad cry.
That's not a small thing. That's
Yeah.
huge.
No,
When
I
the
was
aliens
like,
come,
I'm gonna like quit now though.
when
like,
we make contact and the aliens are cranky and want a bedtime story.
they get sweet as cool. I mean, it's back on Earth now. It's really nice. He like signed it and like is sending it to Selena, the writer, who's this like lovely
That is so
person.
cool.
So it's all very sweet and lovely. And now I guess I just retire because like I'm not gonna top our being in space. So this is it. I'm gonna play games now.
Play
And
games.
What's this
Do
little guy's
nothing
name
else.
again?
BD1.
BD.
Also, I didn't play with subtitles the first time, but I didn't really notice this. But someone had to go in and transcribe every line of BD1.
Oh,
And so it's
just
like-
a series of beeps.
no, is he just beeping?
No, but he was like beep, 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 beep. And it's like you would onomatopoeia that differently. So I respect like whoever went and did that. That's
I respect the word onomatopoeia. That's,
And that you said it without messing it up, because I can't.
I don't think I said it right. How do
Doesn't
you
want
say
me
it?
to do.
onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia.
O-N-O-M.
Yeah, right, you're gonna spell it.
O-P-O-E-I-A.
Amazing.
Just flex it over here.
I know,
goodness.
sorry. That's because I get to do that too.
I have the
All right,
worst
so Crystal's in the
grammar.
driver's seat now.
This is a bad thing. So this is like me, this whole level was like, can I walk over here? Nope, death. How about over here? Nope, death.
I will say the thing I do love about the oh no death is that it's instantaneous. You come back, that you don't go to a
Yes.
load
Oh, I
screen.
like
Let's
that
not
a
make a
lot.
big deal out of this,
like that a
okay?
lot.
Can we just move on?
As a man who's fallen off a lot
Okay,
of things
where
in this
am I?
game,
Agreed. Like you missed your jumps and you're like,
and then you think you're gonna sit there through like a large loading screen or something, and it's just instant. You're right back where
instant,
you
you're
were.
back. Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
I
I
like
really
these.
liked that too.
I like the slappy tail lizards. Those
Yeah.
are cute.
Little flappy
Oh, there's
tails.
See, it was the beep, beep, beep. See?
Aw, that's nice.
Yeah, I love whoever did that.
I like this level. It's a cool.
Yeah, I thought the design of this planet and everything was really cool, even though it was terrifying for me because I'm very prone to falling off things, especially when I get distracted looking at cool things off in the distance.
I like in
like the
sci-fi
dragon.
games when you're like, I want to make a level with platform.
Okay,
It's like, let's just
see if
make a
I
planet.
remember these controls
With-
at all.
platform.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, there's a lot of
What's
these
up,
like cool,
buggies?
explorable.
No.
Big bug.
You sliced him in half.
Dude.
He was just trying to hug you.
But look at the saddest when
Nice.
you chop them in half. Look how satisfying that is.
He's on fire on the inside.
Yeah, and then you got a tasty little snack after.
Nice.
I think you played a different game.
Yeah.
You can't eat them.
It's
well,
not, want not. This is the Jedi way.
Is that where the wall climbs are on the
Oh yeah.
Whoa, whoa.
Forgot about you.
like a mole rat.
Oh yeah, and it's just.
I do like that you get to
BD's not
scan
with you
your
yet.
your victims.
Not yet. He's
Oh, he's still learning.
he's still learning.
Learn.
I like how while we were talking, Cal Lightsaber pulled out a
after boggling
guitar
eggs
of
in the
some
package.
sort and was
jammed
just
out, did a
sitting there
solo?
having
Oh,
a little
yeah.
solo
Yeah,
jam
yeah.
session
Yep.
while we were talking.
He's a
So Cal
multifaceted Jedi.
Lightsaber.
What I love about these levels though is like they're like open and explorable, but they're not like constrained.
here.
But they're not like
That's why
so
BD1
overwhelming
warned
that there's
me.
just too much to do. There's like a perfect
All
balance
right,
of
maybe
like
I'll listen to you next time.
free roaming, but also like not because you were talking about Odyssey earlier, and like I started playing the game and I got overwhelmed by like how much there was to do.
There's a lot.
This
Because there's
No,
main
I'm trying to remember. I know
quests.
I
You
got
gotta
over
do
there
main
before.
quests.
How did I get over there last time? This is like where I was at in the game.
So, Cal Lightsaber's psychometry is super
Such a cool ability.
It's such a cool ability, and also it's like such a clever way to introduce collectibles into the game. Because it's a rare Jedi ability, Alex. Is he
Can you say it again? Can you
Psy-
say the word again?
psychometry?
Okay,
And he
okay,
can sense he can sense the past or like emotions that came from like
That's cool.
objects from touching them.
Does he have a real last name?
Yep.
Kestis.
Yes. First one.
Kestis.
can
This is me
you
with most
actually clear
platformers.
that? I don't know if you
Can I?
Do you have to have like a jump upgrade to hit that?
No, you just have to have better hand-eye coordination, I think.
I think that is a double jump area.
But you can do it down there. Looks like.
Oh,
yeah,
so it's-
most of this level is me like, creeping to the edge and being like, can I do that? No. Oh look, we can go down.
That is cool that you just came right back. Like that is.
Yeah, like let's not like walk it off. Don't make a big deal out
But
of
they
it.
do
Across this
have
gap somehow.
checkpoints, right? Like it is like a checkpoint gated game, right? Like so if you were to die,
If you die in combat, like you have to come back and walk back to the combat, but if you die from a fall, you just like immediately.
How'd you know that would work?
Okay. I like that you use your buddy as a
Zipline buddy.
Yeah.
That was cute.
He's a very altruistic robot.
I really like the menu here.
Yeah.
I really like this whole design.
The
I already
meditation.
said I like the font they chose. It's a nice font. Good work, UI. You did it. It's a nice font.
We don't have any upgrades.
Is
yet,
that
it looks
okay? So then this is where it becomes, because I have heard, I keep saying it's like Bloodborne. It's obviously very different, but like it's got Bloodborne qualities. Like that's where you would like do your skills and stuff once you have
so there's a
enough
whole, like,
echo points or whatever.
Yeah. And
Careful over
Yeah,
there.
that's the save. That's
That
like a
doesn't look
save
safe.
checkpoint area, and like
like
you
back at the
redo
scrapyard.
your health, and all the enemies come back that you've killed.
Ah.
How dare you? Get away from my son!
That's mean.
I gotta say, in this modern era of Star Wars,
Sloppy.
their robot
Whoa, wait.
designs have gotten cuter and cuter.
They're very
amazing.
cute. Yeah,
Yep.
I do like that. I do like how cute they are, because C-3PO
Oh,
is not cute.
there's more of you.
Whoop,
Nice dodge.
Not there.
whoop.
Oh, where, are these just popping up, or am I?
Get 'em.
They just all camouflage.
You did it.
You did it.
Did it anymore?
Oh, hit all the urns.
Are you not
Maybe they
entertained?
I
stuff
know
in
this
them.
is like my
Zelda's
playing.
ruined
This
us
is
all
like
forever.
yeah.
We're always
For
gonna
me,
break
Diablo,
everything.
Yes.
like in this, like all these tubes and poles. Like no, I can't let any of them stand.
Get that room. Get
There
that
could
whole
be
room.
secrets
Get
in
the
them.
whole room. Bust it. Oh man, look at that. You can bust all that.
You can lightsaber all those things.
Whoever lived here used
Nicely
this room for
stashed bowls
storage.
that somebody
Yeah.
put
Food
here.
and
I don't think
supplies.
so.
I don't
Yeah,
care about your
like
kitchen.
someone was just look at this, just begging for it.
Can you not
That's
smash?
someone's larder. Guys.
Well,
A what now?
Smash the
a
larder.
larder.
I
That
did.
is
Poor
pretty satisfying.
person. They're gonna come home and their slug dogs are dead, and you like broke all their shit.
Well, don't leave the door open.
You broke their urn.
That was pretty brave.
Oh.
You okay?
Oh, look at him.
Oh, he's
no.
really.
hurt, you
Oh, that's
guys.
really
help
cute
you
though.
with
Wow. Oh, that is cute. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this
He's
is the
holding
point.
it
This
like
is the
a
point,
baby.
like where I fell in love, where I was like, must protect at all
Okay.
costs.
Yeah.
That's like I like this part.
Your scomplink is busted, but this should help you get moving for now.
And you can like personalize him too, right? Like you get like skins and stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
for the robot
Yeah.
baby. Oh, that's
Okay.
really nice.
Yeah.
Try that.
Look at-
Alex is invested
all
now.
better. All right, Crystal, I got a question for you.
Oh, boy.
And again, reminder for anybody watching,
Yeah, that's where I
if
was
you have
headed to.
questions, send them to us via the Twitch module on our
First, we gotta figure
Twitch
out a way
page.
out
So
of this
if you go
place.
down to the bottom below the player, there's a place where you can submit questions and upvote others. And we're also gathering stuff from chat too. So if you comment there,
Yes,
we can
sir.
take a look. But so Crystal, I know you've got your hands on the controller, and we're putting you in an impossible task of
All
talking.
right,
and
I'll
doing
pause at a
stuff.
boring menu right now.
Do you want me to
No, I
do
let
that?
Alex.
What-
Okay,
Perfect,
Alex,
yeah.
you
I don't think we can
customize
customize it yet.
Yeah, do we have
Oh,
anything
you can
cool?
change the color, I think. That's it.
Oh, the actual beam color, yeah.
No.
Blue.
I
Interesting.
think we have it.
choice.
Yeah, I
unlocked
think
anything
shortly
else.
after here you start finding stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so what would you say are the 2 or 3 most distinctive factors which future candidates for a job at Naughty Dog tend to have? Like people who successfully made it.
BD, that's a little small for me. Don't worry.
You know, I
Find
think
my
one of the
own way
biggest
out.
barriers for a lot of people is just being afraid to apply in the first place. I think
But this should work.
a lot of people are a bit intimidated, maybe, and I've seen
Like
instances
feeling
where a
they
lot
don't
of
have enough requisite
yeah,
experience?
like enough
or-
experience, or they're just not there yet.
Okay.
And I think
Vines look like they lead
you know,
somewhere.
just go for it. You really
Hope
have
they're
nothing
sturdy.
to lose, and if you're not ready yet, you can take some time and keep working. But it's very interesting from my experience, finding out that people in the first place are just kind of afraid to apply. When like, there's really no downside if you do, and if you don't get it, then
Yeah, I guess that's pretty common across like all industries, like a feeling that if you apply and you get, they don't reach out to you, that
Yeah.
you're suddenly written off or you're
Yeah.
like blacklisted or something. Like, I don't
Yeah.
think that's ever the case.
it's
Like,
not the case. And there have been instances where maybe we've sent candidates along. What we do is so I'm kind of one of the first filters, looking for candidates and sending them along, and then our leads kind of decide who to move forward with. And a lot of times we get that it's like maybe not ready yet. or you know, and
Let's keep
we
this
save
one on the
people.
back-
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, in the back pocket.
Exactly. And in that case, you know, just keeping up with your skills and showing how you can improve. I think that's the other thing too is
surprises.
working on personal projects. I say a lot of this too, a lot of the times coming from speaking with a lot of more junior or student people for advice in mind, which is working on personal projects.
Then why do you say that? Just because maybe their professional work doesn't always demonstrate the breadth of like stuff that they should be demonstrating, or you
Maybe,
know,
and you know what? A lot of times we get issues with people who it's just their work is under NDA and they can't show us.
Oh, sure, yeah.
They can't show us their most recent
Please
work.
show us.
Yeah. And we don't want you to. We don't want you to show us if you can't.
Yeah.
And we totally understand that.
Yeah.
We totally get it.
As a company that works with NDA projects,
Yeah.
I think we are sympathetic. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've had, you know, maybe students who do get internships with AAA companies and, you know, studios. It's the same thing. They can't show what they worked on.
Right.
So being able to take what you've learned in that professional capacity or the last place you've worked at and taking the time to do a personal project so you can have something to share and you can kind of showcase your skills is good. And then with like designers, like working on game jams, that's for every discipline, but like our design leads, like they'll play through, you know, stuff that you've done if you send it in. You know, we've seen it walking around on their computers and they're, you know, checking out stuff.
Like people's work, yeah.
Yeah. So
That's cool.
Doing personal work is super important just in general, because like students I think will sometimes feel burnt out once they're done
for
school
sure.
and everything, and like I get it, you just did a bunch of work, but oftentimes those are assignments and not necessarily like what you're into, and then if you take the time to like work on stuff that you're passionate about, that you're passionate about, and that you care about, that I think that really shows through. And like for me personally, I've noticed like with my personal stuff, people tend to gravitate more towards that because it like is a reflection of me and the stuff that I'm into, and that stands out. Whereas when you're just doing what you think a company wants or you think people want to see in your portfolio, that's pretty apparent as well. That like it's not quite you. Like that seems a nebulous thing to say, but I don't know.
Well, I've always kind of wondered, you know, in creative fields and disciplines, like how you balance kind of the creative energy you put out into whatever project you're working on in like your kind of professional capacity, and then also still have time and energy for like side projects.
It's
like,
not easy.
It sounds like it would be very difficult.
Yeah, it is. It is. I think too with what Alex was speaking of, with students too, I know one of the things I recommend is a lot of times, you know, people, they complete their course and maybe you look back at some of the work you did earlier on, and you're like, oh man, I could make that look so much better now. It's like taking something you've done at least and that, you know, make it a little bit easier because you're working from something that's pre-existing and taking another crack at it, redoing it, and then showing like the side-by-side comparison.
I tried to wall run. Isn't that a thing you're supposed to be able to do?
You don't have it yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to learn those skills, I guess.
Yeah.
I love my tenacity is I'll just do it.
Here, like with everything that's been kind of set up so far, I know you're just kind of starting to learn clues about Cal Lightsaber.
Cal Lightsaber.
Which I can't refer to
What
as
is his
anything
actual
else.
last name?
Cal Kestis.
Matt, what is it?
Cal Kestis.
Not as catchy. Not as
Kestis,
catchy.
got it.
Kestis. Not as catchy.
No.
Oh, you got ponchos.
Ponchos.
I got Poncho. Look at that.
Look at that.
Looking good,
That's
Cal.
his Bronco
I mean-
one. Go to the other one.
This,
Ooh,
oh yeah,
that
he's
one's
like
cool.
a medical guy.
Medical
Dr.
guy.
Cal Lightsaber.
Dr. Cal Lightsaber.
I do want to make sure that by the end of this game I have the coolest looking Cal.
Oh, totally.
Like, I don't know how like elaborate the personalization gets, but that is my mission.
No, there are some really cool ones.
Too late. I'm already the coolest looking Cal.
Do you want a spoiler on like
Small.
one of them? Because like the most popular poncho was like the bright pink one. It's just like everybody's wearing the pink one. It's
If you want to be cool, you have to wear the pink one?
absolutely.
Okay.
It's beautiful. I also like. So I was waiting for this game for like a year. Like I found out about it,
I
and
remember hearing you talking about it. You were very excited.
I'm very excited. Me and Alex
She sits, like,
me and Alex
across
sit like
from
right
me.
next to each other. Yeah. Anyway, and I like found out a bunch of the writers, like one of the writers for this, like wrote the best arc of Clone Wars, the TV show, and I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be like Umbara all over again.
And sure enough.
Yep. Nice. See?
Smashed.
You smashed him.
Whoa.
Okay,
Well, big boy.
Let's see about Frogman.
I was gonna go look at the otter dragon.
Wait, am I
Got
supposed to
distracted.
run for it? Is that what he wants me to do
No,
here?
you gotta slay that
I
frogman.
also like the enemies fight each other, like the animals and like
Oh,
the
that's good.
story. I love that. It's so cool.
Yeah, there isn't just like mobs all coming for you. Whoa!
Nice.
That's go for the
trophy.
tongue.
That's a trophy?
It's a trophy.
As an expert.
Chomp.
Whoop. I had a really hard time with this one.
Creature design is so great.
It's so
It's
good.
so good.
Like, I think after I fought him, I just stood there and like looked at his dead carcass.
Wait, are any of you arachnophobic?
Yes.
A little, but I can look at pictures of spiders. I'm not gonna like freak out about pictures.
Okay.
I don't like it.
Why do you ask?
I'm
You
just
like how I
wondering.
just
Oh,
called
okay.
like
Just for no reason?
Just for no reason at all.
Cool.
a lot of bad
did it.
guys. I just called the game thing a picture.
I love it.
Oh, they added photo mode. You should take a photo with a selfie with the.
Are we fully patched?
I think so.
Nice.
Can you take a selfie with the?
With the monster?
Yeah.
With the Bogdo.
How
Yeah,
do?
how
or
do
the
I-
Ogdo.
How do I do video game? Options.
It's
settings.
stick click both of them.
Oh. I'm
Uh,
standing
Oh, we
in
have to
him, I
maybe
think.
enable
I don't know if I
settings.
want to be standing in him. Let me out.
I think you have to turn.
No!
Okay, well there are a couple more of those, so we'll find another
Just go kill
one.
them.
Okay.
And then.
Well,
I think you have to turn the
Take a
photo
photo with
mode
the corpse.
option on, and then you stick click both.
Oh yeah.
know
I
that I
think it's
went-
a setting.
Ooh, I don't know that I went this way. I just find one of those.
okay.
Oh,
I
so
need
they
to
come
learn
up
how
from
to
the ground.
just
Okay.
dodge, Alex. Jeez.
Okay, another question from the chat, which, reminder, if you have one, jump into the Twitch module on our Twitch page to submit questions and upvote others. So this is a question for everybody, so I guess we'll go down the line. What is one of the fondest memories or moments of working at Naughty Dog? Whether it's like character design, launching Uncharted 4, or anything in particular, work or non-work related.
You're smiling like you've got an answer already.
I do, but I don't know if they want me to say it.
Well, who's they?
It's-
Naughty Dog? Yeah, Papa Naughty Dog doesn't want you to say it. Maybe don't say it.
Well, if you have to think about it.
Yeah, probably not.
Mine's accessibility stuff for
Yeah.
Uncharted 4. That was Amelia Schatz and I kind of got together for mid-production on Uncharted 4, and we're like, yeah, let's try getting some of these features in, and people seemed on board, and we got them in, and then when we actually had the first playtest and saw that, like, wow, this stuff, like, actually makes a difference to people, it was, like, probably the proudest moment I've ever had in working in games in general, and, like, yeah, I'd say that, and seeing, yeah, any further advancements in accessibility have been, like,
well, having that
awesome.
work that you did, like, allow so many more other people to play in the game is huge, so.
yeah,
That's really cool.
yeah, that's my one.
Still thinking on yours?
One of the things that always kind of stands out to me when I think of that is I think my first PSX, which was the reveal
Yes.
of both Lost Legacy and The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah.
So much hollering. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so being in the crowd for that experience, that whole thing where you kind of know it's coming, you've got that rush, and then hearing the reaction is great. And then after seeing all the reaction videos online,
yeah.
like I still get goosebumps when
Yeah.
I look at those at the reaction videos of the crowd. That was very surreal, beyond on going from, you know, fan to the other side
Yeah.
of that. for
Especially
the
like
first time.
knowing what was about to happen. Yeah, mine is still the same. Like PSX 2016. You know, I joined about 6 months prior to that.
Yeah, because you weren't that much longer before I joined.
Yeah,
was it?
yeah. It's coming up on 4 years in June next year. And
4 years.
yeah, I'm an old man.
Feels like that was not that long ago.
I know. It
Okay,
felt like
yeah,
just the other day.
cool. Time.
But I came in as obviously a huge fan of the studio, and Last of Us in particular is one of my favorite games. So when I joined, and then it was like, oh, our next project is Last of Us Part 2, I was like, sign me up. Whatever needs to happen to make sure that happens. And I also had this idea that, like, oh, if I came in, because it's right after Uncharted 4, like, it'll be like a really quiet time. The studio will be like transitioning before its next project. That I was like, oh, we're gonna announce 2 games in December. And so we worked for 6 months, prepping for that reveal. And so as a fan and just the excitement of being at Naughty Dog at that time and like just joining and being able to work on that, and then being in the auditorium as people like slowly started to realize what was happening was like one of the coolest things.
Yeah.
And to Crystal's point, those videos, even now, like, 3 years later, still, oh, you got the wall run.
I got the wall run. I did it.
This is my ally.
But yeah, even now, like those reaction videos, like if I'm ever like, I need like a motivational kick.
Oh man, that's it.
Yeah. Like,
The compilation video that we released like last year, or the year before, that's all the people reacting to the PSX. I still get chills watching that.
I love reaction videos. That's like bread and butter. When we like release anything and you get to watch like people reacting on YouTube, I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna do this for a whole day.
There was one in particular that was like a father and a son and a mother who like played the game together and like were like reacting to the reveal. And it was just like the cutest thing because they like broke into tears, like because it was like something that they bonded over the first game, and then like they were so excited to see Part 2 revealed. Like that's like one of my favorites of all of them.
I love the ones that cry.
I even get hyped up for other people's like reveal reaction videos. Like Sony Santa Monica when they revealed God of War. Like that was so good. Like the Death Stranding reveal like was so good. Like it's just fun to see fan excitement about things that you also love in general.
Yeah.
We're a bunch of nerds here.
It's very infectious when people are getting amped about something.
Yeah. Well, it's easy to like get lost in the work of things, and it's just sort of like, oh, I have so much to do, and I'm stressed or whatever. Like, it's good to remember that at the end of the day, it's for stuff that people love and like make an impact on them in a meaningful way, which is super cool.
So I think going off that, one of my most memorable, the ones that I can talk about, are.
I'm very curious to hear the other one after.
I'll tell you after stream. The day that the review embargo lifted for Lost Legacy, we were sitting around, I was still in QA, and we were just refreshing Metacritic and all the other websites and watching the reviews come in, because it was my first project ever. I joined the studio like 2 months after the PSX 2016.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, yeah! So I was seeing it all happen in real time, and the week of release, like in August, like after 6 months of really hard work and all the stuff that went into making Lost Legacy, because it's my favorite Uncharted for sure.
What was in there?
And yeah, that was a really fun. Once the game finally released and we were seeing people reaction and we were watching people live streaming it, like that was yeah. We do watch people. We do watch like
We're
YouTube
always
and
watching
Twitter. we refresh the Reddit threads just as much as you guys. So, yeah.
Well, and Chloe was such like a fan favorite character too. Like even that PSX. Well, obviously like the Part 2 reveal was like a big showstopper. Like the reveal of Lost Legacy was really fun too because. The constant thing was like, where's Chloe? Where's Chloe? Like we want a game with Chloe, or at least have her, show up in a game. And so, the way that paced out, that whole cinematic where she like reveals her face and be like,
so good.
I was excited to get more of Nadine.
That's
too.
See, Nadine's
after,
my girl.
after Uncharted 4.
Yeah.
That
Nice job.
first part where she starts just like beating you up. I was like, I have mixed feelings about this because she's fantastic.
I loved it.
Yeah. You're just slashing these. They're not spiders.
Cooking them bugs.
I'm just
They're like
dodging.
crabs.
Yeah.
Crabs.
Whoa.
Crabs.
Oh no.
Whoop.
Okay, just come up from the ground. Good to know. That's why I couldn't see
Can I
that.
slow them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
You can slow everything,
Use the
right?
force.
So the blue one in the middle is your force.
Okay.
So you
Yeah,
have enough force.
I haven't been using that at all.
No,
Oh wait, did you just get a stim from?
you got a stim.
I gave myself
from
one. Yeah,
BB?
you press up. Okay, you wanna?
Oh, you
I've been
want-
hogging it. I've been hogging the controller.
Oh god. Oh wait.
I
got
know where to
some-
go and what to do. Like this is.
How do
well
I?
done.
Oh god, that's not it. What was the wall control yet?
Oh, you
Because
you
I'm
run.
not there yet.
You can't do it on those though. I don't
It's
think.
only on the
they
ones
look a
that-
certain
Like a
way.
But I
Yeah.
wanna.
They got like scratchies on them.
Okay, I
Yeah.
don't know why I'm going back
And
the
you
way
run
you
at
just
them
came.
and you jump in and you press that or hold
Press
that.
X. I'm
You
totally
press it or hold- I
gonna
think you hold it.
not get that the first time.
Well, you know
You
what?
tap
I
and
don't
hold,
know. I think
Oh, you
I'd
can
have to
climb
have
that.
the
I hold
controller in
it
my hand.
instinctively.
All right, so can we talk about Star Wars?
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about Star
I'm
Wars.
just gonna hide
Star
here.
Wars.
I'm just gonna hide here.
Yeah, you can get him. He's just a guy.
Yeah.
See?
Look,
You did it.
You, that's for
That-
looking at me.
that one wasn't even attacking you. That's so mean. It was just hanging.
He was
Yeah.
about to.
I understand why, but I don't like that, like, you have to kill animals.
They're fictional face monsters.
I know, but they're just, like, minding their own business on their planet, and
I mean,
then
I
you
didn't
come in
have
and
to.
slice them in half.
I chose to.
Two of them were definitely,
the dark side.
definitely someone's pet because they were in that like
Come on, L2.
like hovel that had like the
bronze, right.
the stuff we were breaking. So
Right.
like that was
Yeah.
someone's dog.
Yeah.
We killed like
We just
two
killed
of them.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just telling you the truth.
Yeah.
I'm over it.
Face the hard truth. So.
Oh,
Whoop. Well, these ones deserve it though. Look at them. They're mean.
Nice.
I'm real bad at that saber stuff.
The like backward slash stuff is so cool.
If you block right as they attack.
Oh yeah,
you can-
blocking. Blocking is an
L1.
option.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one too.
So you're just dodging and slashing?
yeah, I was just dodging.
I just
them.
figure like if you like with a saber,
Yeah.
you'll be fine.
Yeah.
See, look at the drag.
What
See,
is
the
that one?
one
Oh,
thing.
that's what it is.
I hated that you couldn't get to
Oh,
him.
that's cute.
I
Well,
wanted
if you
to
got
get
to
to
him,
him
they'd
and
probably
pet
make
when
you
I
kill him.
when
Yeah,
I
you'd
first
have to
came
kill
here,
that.
I was like down like this, and I was going like, oh, what's this little like chair here? Whoa.
Oh, there's
It's a
someone
dragon
like.
viewing station.
Oh, he's nice. I like that guy.
Yeah.
Look at BD.
I like
can
that
give
it's,
you a little.
I like that it's sleepy.
I didn't know there were
Yeah,
dragons
I
in
relate to
Star
this.
Wars.
He like turns around like a little doggy, does some circles, and then
The only creature
Just
I knew about was
getting
that big
some sun.
worm in the pit.
I'm just
Big
gonna hang out
worm.
here and
Sarlacc?
watch.
The
I'm just gonna
Sarlacc?
hang out here until he does his little turny circles. This was my favorite part of the game so far.
I like BD watching.
I
too.
wanted to
Yeah.
pet. So like, there's like, on Kashyyyk, there's like one animal that you can pet, and then there's another one
Not
that
Wookiees?
I wanted to pet. Not Wookiees. They're
Oh.
not animals. They're people.
Yeah, they like have
But I wanna
feelings
pet
and
'em.
stuff. I guess animals do too.
I want to hug him and I want to pet him.
They're
Animals can
sentient.
Yeah, animals have feelings. I don't know what I'm.
It's fine. Okay, I just came out of there.
But I was really
Zip line.
disappointed that I couldn't pet
Moving out.
the one animal that I'm not going to spoil. I hope people who are watching, you know what I'm talking about.
Is it a dog?
The big boy. No.
This one is definitely on my holiday playlist. I gotta get through this. I have not had much time, so I'm like really excited to dig into this
How
more.
do I run? I'll make run.
Run and jump.
You can't run on this. Oh, you can.
And
You gotta jump
then I
across
stopped.
the other
Jump
one.
across, yeah.
Oh, and
Yeah, there's one on the facing
look at
wall.
that.
Which is like, it's so cool how they've kind of taken the DNA of like Titanfall and the wall running mechanic. Almost. Parkour.
Parkour. Oh, what are those? Ooh. Hey
You
there.
gotta get to the-
She's like, I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna look
Look at these. You can't. You know what? You can't make me. I'm just gonna sit and meditate.
I believe in you. You can do it.
You got this. We believe in you.
Crystal. Crystal.
Aw.
All right. Whoop.
No.
Oh,
Just kidding.
I do
Can I
like
play this with the Wii controller?
Cal can survive like a lot farther falls than I thought he
Here, you
would.
do it. This is pro.
Because this is
a pro area. I'm not
this
here
is a
yet.
really
I'm still Padawan.
like
And then.
vertical space.
And then.
and it's-
Got it.
Is a Padawan like
Nailed
a
it.
baby Jedi?
Yes.
Padawan's a student Jedi.
Oh.
I mean, they can be babies,
Oh,
I
it
guess.
was right there.
I mean, no,
Is
they're
she there?
actually they are initiates when they're babies.
Oh, it's on.
Oh, I'm fighting the
I just
camera.
learned
Sorry,
stuff.
camera. Oh, okay.
Channel your inner Sunny legend.
My favorite thing.
Oh yeah, let's be Sudi
you guys,
Legend.
No, you guys, wait, look. When he gets up
We're
to
not
like a
finished yet.
high incline, he like doggy like
you
climbs.
probably
I relate
would've
to
won.
this.
I loved that.
That's how I walk up any set of stairs.
When I saw that, when I saw that, I was like, oh my god, because yes, that's how you walk upstairs. I was so happy when I saw that.
Be SUNY Legends. Like, do a cool stunt.
Close.
Like that.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what he does.
That's exactly what he
wow,
does.
Wow, you've nailed it.
Have you considered a career in gifting?
Wow, yeah. Easy.
Is that a career option though?
Grant shaking his head behind the camera.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Said gifting instead of jiffing.
It's
Oh,
GIF.
come on. It's
The
GIF.
creator of
You know
the
what? We're
format.
not even going to have this conversation on this stream. Oh my goodness. Not even going to do that.
Alright,
Talking
so
about Star Wars was controversial.
We got a force point.
All right, I want.
skill.
Where's my throw? I can't not have the throw lightsaber.
That would be nice.
I don't think I've unlocked it yet.
Get there.
No.
We only have one point.
Choose wisely.
I didn't even explore the
This
tree
is
yet.
neat UI.
It is very neat. Look at you. You can't not talk about the
Oh,
UI.
that's some neat UI. You can't get away from UI.
Thought you left that life behind.
Yeah, it's always there
It's
somewhere.
always there.
But it's on the ground. That's cool.
It is a really gratifying feeling when you go back to the meditation point after getting your butt kicked by a monster and then
What's this?
finding them again and taking out sweet, sweet vengeance.
Oh.
So once we get out of this cinematic, I'll tell this anecdote. But oh my god, I got frustrated.
So was there, to get the platinum, did you have to play on like the hardest difficulty?
No,
Okay.
difficulty trophies are not cool. Everybody should be able to get a platinum if you work hard enough on the other trophies.
Yeah.
So no, I played this, like I was switching back and forth between Jedi Master, Jedi Knight, and Story, just depending on who I happened to be fighting at the time, because I was like, I just want to get it done. I don't need to be good at Souls games.
Amazing.
Nobody's really good at Souls games.
That's the whole
thing.
point, right?
Because I've never played any others.
I'm joking. There's people that are like real. The guy that I follow is like so good at them.
Well, I'm not.
Yeah, me neither.
I just want to
like
play the
them.
story.
I'm stubborn, so I'll just keep playing them. I'll die and I'll die and I'll be like,
to the vault
I'm
and
dying
this
so much.
recording,
It's
one
stubborn.
of
Stupid.
many encrypted logs stored in the droid.
But the other, there were a couple trophies that were like,
I may
like
not
Dr.
know
Phil.
your name.
A little bit. I was trying to put my finger on it. I couldn't
Jedi
quite.
order lies in your
Dr.
hand.
Phil and Hector Elizondo, too.
Place this
The
vault is a sacred
driver
temple
from Princess Diaries,
built by
Yes, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
As the Zephyr.
and he's the
Meditating here, I was
hotelier
given
in
premonition
Pretty
through the
Women.
Force.
Oh,
A
yeah, yeah.
vision of doom.
you want me
Maybe
to
it
just
is
list his
him.
IMDb? I
That'd
will.
Yeah, if
be
you could pull it up,
fantastic.
that'd be great.
Yeah.
In 1993, he starred
He was
in.
the voice of the owl in Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Throughout the galaxy.
Wait, is this actually who this person
No,
is? Or
I'm-
do you think,
no.
okay.
We went deep.
Talking about actors.
Also another test.
Still haven't
I can
decided
only
who
trust
Cal
these
looks
holocrons
like.
to
I
someone
feel
who
like
has
it.
followed
I've
my
said
path
Archie
and
Andrews
understands.
from Riverdale mixed with
Seek
Jim
out
from The
the
Office.
hidden
Well,
That's like
You
my.
look at his actor.
Well, Sam was telling us he
And learn to
is
perceive the
a known
mysteries of the
actor
Force as the
for
Zephyr
like on a.
once did.
He plays the Joker, I
In this
believe you
droid,
said.
you will
On Gotham.
find
And on
everything
Gotham.
you need to succeed on this
Shameless is
journey.
where I've seen him.
Go
That
to the
too.
Zephyr
That
Hall.
might be where I've
There.
actually maybe seen him.
Have you watched
and
it?
that's why.
In the eye
No, I've
of the
just.
storm.
Okay.
John's watched it, and I've seen like
Good
clips
luck.
of it. Like I wake up and I'm like, oh.
That's how I started watching it.
And
My
may the
boyfriend was
Force
watching it,
be
and then I
with
just
Like
kind
half
of sit
asleep.
down, and I'm like, no, you can't watch this without me anymore. 'cause I'm invested. I've
You
seen
are now on my schedule.
Yeah.
Seen so many like snips of movies because I'll be asleep on the couch and then I'll wake up and it's like Midsummer. It's this really weird point of movie. I'm like, oh, okay.
That's
And then
not
I
a-
fall back asleep.
And a really awesome movie to wake up to.
I woke up and watched the whole ending of that movie while he was watching it. I didn't see anything else except the ending of it.
Oh.
And
No
I was like,
spoilers,
what
I haven't
are
seen it
you
yet.
watching?
I
This is
do love
really
that movie, though.
weird.
It's so good.
Yeah, it looked cool.
I love when he just talks to BD.
Oh yeah.
He's just like,
Sparkle.
it's so
Sparkles.
cute.
I think he kind of just looks like a guy I went to high school with. Like, he's a guy that everybody went to high school with.
I was secretly a Jedi.
You talking about BD or the?
Oh, no. Cal.
Cal.
I wish I went to high school with BD.
I know, yeah. He's
No, I want BD
Coolest droid in
around.
school.
He looks like a velociraptor. I like his little,
His legs.
his legs. Yeah.
I mean, I would assume there has
wanna
to be
meet
a toy
someone.
coming. It's Star Wars.
I'm
It's
sure-
always
I
a
think
toy.
I've seen. Yeah.
They
I think
had
I've
like a
seen-
model at E3 this year.
Yeah, at the very least, there's got to be like a cool like statue.
BB's like, wait, not BB. That's the other game. Wait, is that what his name is too?
BD.
BD.
This
okay.
one's BD.
BB, BD.
And then,
Okay.
and then BB8 is the.
No, that's the one she's talking about. Right?
BB8 is the little
round one.
The
soccer
orange.
ball, but
Yeah.
BB is baby in
In Death Stranding.
Death Stranding, the game that I wasn't allowed to play. But
what you wanted me to see.
I lost my train of thought. I
Yeah.
got too focused.
Too
on
many-
my
too
ADD.
many
There's too many things happening
acronyms.
here today.
So, I got hardcore stuck with
Trying to get back to the ship.
This-
oh.
this jerk.
Another frog.
So
Yeah.
you're holding
He's got a
the
clown nose.
I hadn't seen one before this, so I saw him for the first time and I was like,
Oh, you
"Who
missed the ones down
heck?"
below?
Yeah, I had never seen like
Whoa.
it was
yeah.
the first,
Because I think the one we haven't seen yet is the first one I found.
the big one. So
Can you
this
block
guy,
these guys?
yes.
Are they blockable?
Only
So
one way to find out.
this guy killed me like 6 times.
Look at the
And-
saber trail on his
I
face.
know.
I don't feel bad for him. He was just eating swamp stuff.
Then you came along with your lightsaber.
Did he get
So
you?
Oh yeah. He did.
yeah. So yeah, this guy killed me a lot. And you have to slide down the slide every time to get back to him. And I was just like taking the slide like,
I'm gonna get you, frog man.
Using that slide.
I didn't
to
even
just channel
find-
your rage.
yes. The famous one, the one that's like, it, like game stopping is the Bogdo closer to the ship. And I didn't find him until I came back to Zeppo.
Is it bigger?
Or, yeah, he's like the boss.
Oh.
He's like the boss frog.
Well, because you come back to this level.
You can come back whenever you
It's
want.
like kind of the hub planet,
Is that the
right?
one that
Yeah.
it's like in the little kind of cove?
Yes.
there? Okay.
Yeah.
that's
So with
first
like
one
the
I
ceiling
found.
holes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
Kicked my butt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And yeah, like I almost had to take a break from the game for like an hour or so. I was so frustrated.
There's a boss in Bloodborne that Ashley watched me, who was on the stream last week, watched me try to play. And I almost broke my PlayStation controller.
Yeah.
I just kept like, I was so mad, throwing it around.
Well, then you were
That's
saying for Sekiro, like you didn't even finish the last boss.
I didn't. So Sekiro, I died 40 times on Genichiro, and then the big like monkey zombie boss.
Does the game keep count or do you keep count?
I kept count. I was really mad. I was really mad.
Oh, good.
And
the person who platinumed it can't kill it, so
then-
I'll do it.
Do you want
can't run on the
do you want
wall.
me
Yeah,
to do
do it.
it?
Let
me
Alex
try.
do it. Yeah, have Sekiro over there.
Yeah,
taking
yeah,
No,
a
okay,
crack at
that's like 40 times I died. So like clearly I'm not like great at it or anything. So I made it all the way to the final boss and I was like, you know what? I'm good. I'm not gonna play this. I'm not gonna do this to myself. I value my own sanity and I'm gonna just take a break, and I haven't got back to it since. But I am gonna go back to it at some point.
That's
but
what
I
we
just,
always
like,
say.
I just can't. Oh,
You gotta like
said that
steel
about some
yourself.
rage. Like, I'll go back to that.
I was so mad all the time, and John would be like, "Do you want to maybe like do something else?" And I was like, "No, don't look at me."
And then you like ordered it out.
I had like my
Dynamite.
robe on, and I was mad. I was mad the whole time I played that game, but I liked it.
I'd recommend it.
Game of
All
the year, I
let's
love it.
slay this frog boy.
Yeah, come
All right.
on, Alex. Someone
We believe
slay
in you.
this. I don't
You're
know
our
why.
only hope.
My theory is that this one's just harder than the other ones because I never died to the other ones that you find. It was just this one.
All right,
It
come to
seems
me,
like it's
frog boy.
bigger.
Come
And
to
I
me.
also didn't
Yeah, 'cause
even.
he's glowing.
He's glowing.
The
'cause
other
he
ones
killed
weren't.
me.
Oh, is
so
that
bad.
why he's
Yeah.
got this glow?
So,
Because
like,
he's like
we-
being smug?
So you lose your life force and XP if you die to an enemy, but if you go back and kill that enemy, you get it all back.
That's yeah. It's like getting your points, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a
You gotta just not be
XP
greedy. We gotta do
pinata.
one at a time. One at a time.
So
Always
you
gonna bark.
can't. Yeah.
One at a time. One
See,
at
I
a
haven't
time.
played any of like the Souls games or Hero or anything. Because
I like that animation too of him like side.
I feel like I get too
greedy now.
frustrated.
Well, see, you're doing way better than I did. Also, I also
about that
don't
timing,
use
the
the targeting
patience.
system either.
Oh,
That
like
might
where
be
you
a
lock it.
problem.
Yeah. You play the entire game without using the targeting
I never
system?
used it once.
Cal.
I know.
You know, some people don't play any of those games without the targeting because you can like get weird camera angles sometimes.
Yeah, I don't like fighting the camera on stuff like that. So.
Did I get?
You
Okay, wait.
the
We gotta do the
patience of the
do
Jedi.
our photo.
I think you have to enable the settings.
Turn the setting on.
What?
You gotta go to settings.
like,
I think it has to be turned on.
Settings.
We didn't anticipate Frog Boy
Extras.
selfies.
Always anticipate.
Quit. No.
Frog Boy selfies.
Controls, maybe?
Control?
Gameplay. Auto.
You sure we're
lock.
patched?
Subtitle scales.
I think it might be lower in the menu, maybe?
Where?
Well, if you go into gameplay and then scroll down, there might be an option.
There you go.
Oh, you can scroll.
There might be more options.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that
maybe
you could do that.
Controls, maybe?
Control.
Photo mode. There it is. Woo!
Found
Hell
it.
yeah.
Watch,
We did it.
Watch
Teamwork.
4 game devs try to solve a menu. Okay.
Yeah, you hit
Enable
X.
it.
Toggle it
yeah.
on.
There we go.
Okay.
Back.
Cool,
Back.
cool.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it. Cool.
Wow.
Wait. Okay.
But
Can
you have to pose. You have to pose
I want
him.
I want
Pose him.
Cal to be a little bit closer. How do I get out of this? I want Cal to be up by the face.
All right.
All right, make sure you get it before he disappears.
Don't disappear on me. Oh my God. He turns so.
Okay, that's it. No.
No, I'm trying to.
You're getting greedy.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm getting greedy. I'm getting greedy.
Oh, you can get the otter.
Well, he's just kind of
Otter dragon
looking
in the
at it.
back.
I want him to like. Okay,
Well, but can you pose him? Can you face?
Are there like
I
expressions?
want him to be
can
like
pace-
peeking over.
You can place a spotlight.
What? That's cool.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, these tools are awesome.
They've got like you can choose the f-stop. Let's
Get some depth of field.
yeah. Add some film grain.
Chromatic
Hide
add
Cal.
No.
No. We want to keep the AI.
Wait, where did you say you could add a
Can you pose?
There's there's press square.
where? Oh,
Oh, down.
play spotlight. Oh, spotlight temperature.
Wow.
Where is the spotlight?
I don't know.
This is why it
I
takes
think
me
it's
so
'cause
long
we're
to get through
outside.
games because
Yeah, we're kind of outside. Like you're probably
we've
not
added
gonna.
photo mode now.
All right, let's get that tongue. Get Cal peeking at him from
Ooh,
over
filters.
his head. What's a good? Yeah, a little bit.
You're
of,
the artist. You need to compose this.
Okay, that's so much pressure. Yeah, all right, guys. Let's just do this. This is what I want for the photo. You get a little bit of Cal. How do you do it? How do you take the picture?
Well, you remove the UI, so triangle, and then
Okay.
you hit the share button.
Oh yeah,
I think
PlayStation.
you just tap it.
Screenshot.
Yeah.
Triangle.
All right.
How do PlayStation?
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No, don't tweet.
Okay, well, you know what? We did it. We did
did
it. So let's just move on.
Well, that actually does it. We are at 12:07
We did
Pacific
it.
Standard Time.
Star Wars.
I flew right by.
We did a
We
Star
slayed
Wars.
some frogs.
Fun.
We had some fun. We talked about Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda, the character I know.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for being here to be part of this journey, this experience for our final stream of the
Oh man,
year.
this was our
decade.
Christmas game.
Of the
This
decade.
game is a Christmas game now.
Whoa.
It is.
Whoa. Whoa.
Just like Die Hard, I don't know.
Well, Die Hard is a
Yeah.
Christmas game.
Okay, well, this is a.
Let's not open up that can of worms.
Another stream. Another stream. Another stream.
So thank you all for being here. Thank you for everybody watching. As a reminder, this is our last stream of the year, so we won't be back next week or the week after. We'll be back Wednesday, January 8th, and look for our schedule for the month of January in early 2020, because yes, it is the end of the decade. So thank you to everybody who's watched, shared their questions and their comments in the chat, and who have joined us for this journey since a month or two ago when we first kicked off the streaming. We're excited to carry into next year, leading up to the launch of The Last of Us Part 2 in May on May 29th. So 2020 is just around the corner. So thank you so much, and we'll see you in the new year. May the with you.
We've lost. The Empire's hunting Jedi survivors. Cal, they know who you are.
I can't change the past,
You trespass, Jedi.
but I'm done hiding.
Cal Kestis.
We will always struggle. It's the choice to keep fighting that makes us who we are.